Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
What is good? What is popping, y'all? This is C.
This is Notion.
And welcome to episode 39 of Bad Habits of
39.
Podcast. 39, nearly 40, mate. That's pretty good, eh?
That's a few, eh?
Yeah, mate. It's been going. How you living, mate?
Oh, pretty chilly. It's like minus 20 and shit. Bro.
Yeah, it's the same here. It's strange that you guys are copping that too, eh?
Yeah,
Normally,
it was due. I mean, fuck, it's February. Should have got a couple of freezing days by now. But
Yeah.
we're all right.
Hold up.
Just,
Are you feels like minus 20 or are you actually?
it's like feels like. It's like
That's-
probably like a minus 8.
Jeez, where minus 12 feels like minus 14. You're actually beating us. That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, it's been weird. As soon as the wind comes around, it's like, peace.
That's the worst. Daniel's in the building.
But yeah,
as
we're
well.
good. Daniel,
As
what up,
always,
D? What
chilling,
up, D?
chilling. My birthday next week, so yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm
alright.
saying?
Oof.
I'm alright.
What day is the
Party
birthday?
time.
Oh, it's the Monday.
It's
It's the same
Monday.
podcast
Literally
day.
7 days.
Oh, shit, we're having a birthday special for episode 40.
I'm
Oh my
gonna
God,
get
we're having
smashed next week for
Ah,
you,
it's gonna be
Dan.
Oh
amazing.
my God, we're having a podcast
Can't
spectacular.
wait.
Fucking hell,
Cannot
that is
wait.
ridiculous. I don't even
Struth.
understand what's going on, mate. Fuck. The youngsters are getting old.
I
The
know,
Gen
right?
Z, you know what I'm saying? Maybe now you're officially too old for TikTok.
I've been too old for
Jeez,
TikTok for
have
about
to be.
5 years or so.
Yeah, I guess you're not 12, so
I'm not
you know.
12, so yeah.
Shouts to everyone pointing and dancing.
I know, right?
Fuck that.
Pointing and dancing.
You actually use TikTok for real shit though, eh? You're the one who actually sold me.
I do have a TikTok account, yeah, for just showing beats off. I haven't used it for ages, dude. But yeah, I got it just to claim my
name.
name, my
course.
same handle, so everything was. So yeah, just basically production stuff. I was gonna do little engineering videos and shit like that, but the beat videos get a few thousand views each. Like some of them really go, which has
Okay.
been better than Instagram results for me. So I haven't looked at it honestly for months, but I probably should check it out. But I was throwing up production videos that I would put on Instagram,
That's dope.
and then using their their little
Editing tools.
yeah, and that there's occasionally, but then they have their little I don't know, little emoji, little addition stickers, whatever the fuck they were.
Ah, right.
People seem to search by them, so I was using those. Gary V taught me that one, mate.
On your
And
camera.
so I was using just to show production off. That was it.
Nice. Hey, that's a good way to use it.
Yeah.
And do you do
Fuck
the
it.
same with Instagram Reels? I know you've been doing some, but are you doing that
Yeah,
consistently?
been doing that more recently, yeah.
How those numbers running?
Because way more than if I posted a regular video in my timeline.
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
So
I
it was
think
cool.
I think it's really cool for producers because like the 30-second limit is great for like a snippet or to show like the process of making a beat or something, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
or like a quick tip or a quick like, hey, do this to make your bass thump, or
Yeah, exactly.
you can do short little tips. So I'm working on shit like that. So, out
I
here.
like it. I love that. I think this is your mate Craig Verner says, "Ahoy, mateys! What up, son? What up?"
Oh, what up, Craig Dowg?
I like that. What a great name you got there, mate. What a great bloody name. You must be a top
Yeah,
bloke.
it goes pretty hard. He's a solid bloke, eh?
I reckon. That's not even a pause, mate. It's not even.
He does reckon. He fully would reckon.
No, I reckon he reckons too. Eh?
Yeah, you fully.
So what the fuck?
fully would.
What's been popping this past week? What are we yapping about this evening, boys? Was grinding. I know we said last week we were going to do this Michael Jackson versus Drake thing, but like I don't know. I think all our lives are a little too busy to kind of like actually put that together. We're gonna have to. I think we'll get to it eventually.
Eventually.
Maybe on like a quiet week when ain't shit popping. What's
We
been
should.
happening this last week? I swear I wrote something down. Did I write anything down on the note?
The Weeknd, Superbowl halftime.
Oh yeah, the Super. Did you guys watch that?
I watched some of.
I
the
tuned in for it,
performance,
for a little
Okay.
bit of the halftime.
And
Mhm.
what did y'all think? I only saw what Twitter was saying.
I thought the performance was sick.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of NFL. I didn't watch the game at all, but like,
Okay.
There was lots going on. There was lots of extras
there was
and
a lot
fairly
going on.
decent, medium to high production sort of value with it, as far as like people and extras and dancers, and everyone's kind of wearing the same shit. So it was cool. It wasn't no Beyonce, J-Lo kind of effort, but it was cool.
Right. All right.
people were ragging on it, but also people were like, "No, Weeknd's the best," on some like.
Yeah, man. I feel like
on some shit like that. So it was different. Saw some crazy views on the interwebs.
Okay. Did he have that?
It was cool, but like
face makeup?
Weeknd doesn't have. Oh no, he's just all
He
clean.
looks very normal.
He had the 70s porno stash and a fro.
Yeah,
with the Michael Jackson sort of look up. We had the red sort of blazer on.
Yeah.
With those little Mickey Mouse shoes with the white tops.
Oh yeah. The old what are they? The old MJ kind of shoes?
I have no idea what they are. Yeah.
Oh, these are all pictures from
it.
Okay. Did it actually happen live at the stadium? Because I know they had the fake people.
Yeah.
So he did it, guys. I guess they performed for nobody.
There were fans though.
They were
about 20,000, I think.
Oh, where was it? Oh, it was held in Florida because they didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's kind of wild.
It was funny in the crowd. In the crowd, they had like 2 people and then like 3 cardboard cutouts, and people paid to get their fucking photos put on the cutouts. And then there's like a family of 4, and then a gap of 2 with cardboard cutouts, and then more cutouts. Okay. It was really funny. So there was social distanced stadium packed to capacity as far as like sensible things go.
As far as Florida can be sensible.
I guess.
Someone said
it's a special kind of sensible.
Oh, yeah. Someone said to me this recently that like, COVID doesn't exist in Florida. Like they do not give a fuck. It's funny, but
it's funny, scary.
Funny and scary. Like I don't know. I keep even seeing there was someone we even saw. So it's someone from Montreal that's just there because people from Quebec love Florida for vacay. So Mensa just going out there. It's just so wild. It's just so fucking wild. Anyway, whatever. I'm so tired of like seeing it. People are fucked. So there was. I was even tired of talking about it. I'm over it. I just feel like everyone's just gonna do their shit, and then we're all just gonna be stuck in this world forever. I feel like we talk about this a lot. I'm so sick of it. I feel like it's like anyone who's doing the right thing is wasting their time. We're all not traveling. I want to go to Jamaica too, but here we are, shutting the fuck up and sitting down and working and ordering groceries now. Then your bitch is going to Florida. Fuck out of here. Stay home, cunts. Jesus Christ, you selfish pricks. Anyway, sorry, I was really upset. So Super Bowl was chill. Weeknd did good. I saw a bunch of hot takes as well. I think you were saying the takes on Twitter were a little zany. People were, Yeah,
he gets a good solid rip, but whatever. He's a superstar. People rip.
I saw some people who were stoked, like Scarborough Mans, and were just like, "Yo, this is crazy." Scarborough is rapping.
Yeah,
the first Canadian to ever.
The first Canadian
to ever.
Fuck off. As like the headliner, right?
And
that's great.
And even Mayor John Tory proclaimed February 7th the Weeknd day in Toronto to honour the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance. So there you go, mate.
God damn it!
Every February 7th, you can just crack a tenny for the Weeknd.
Right, rack up a line, fucking boom, boom.
Rack up a line, spark a spliff up, whatever you need, because he can't feel his face, and that's the song he sings to 12-year-olds.
I love it. Look, when he came out, I saw people talk about this online as well, and a lot of people just being like, I kind of feel the same way. I absolutely have no disdain for him. I'm genuinely happy for his success, and I love it because he's Canadian. His shit is dope. Like his early stuff, those first 3 EPs were like literally game changers. They were phenomenal.
Stupid good.
And then basically every single thing he's done after that, I detest with all of my body. I can't stand it. I'm physically repulsed when his music comes on now. It's like Tiff has to listen to it. Even when she's like singing it sometimes, I just want to be like, please don't do that. Like,
and you'll recognize it and you'll start sweating and you'll be like, oh,
yeah,
I fucking swear to God.
Yeah,
interesting,
exactly. Isn't it strange though that I have that strong? I can't stand it, and I wonder. I'm always curious why, but I saw a bunch of people say the same thing. It's not like anyone saying it's shit. I'm not saying it's shit. I'm saying it's not for me, because I know he's gone that pop route. I'm not mad at it. Genuinely, like, get your money, get your fans.
Truth, mate.
How did he get to? Like, it's pretty dope. He's had a great career, and it's been 10 years type of thing. Because I remember it was 20. I was working at Apple, so it was 2011 when he came out.
Right.
So I'm absolutely not mad at the dude. I think it's dope, but yeah, I feel like he's just it's sort of like a one-trick pony, like with that kind of
doing the same shit.
Yeah, or the same sort of melodies and the same sort of I mean that's not completely true, but the same sort of sounds all the time. It just feels like you're listening to the same thing over and over and over. And even the songs that I used to love and like get goosebumps, like High for This. I mean that's probably still slap, but like. Those type of I can't even listen to even them the same. They just I don't know. It's maybe just overkill. So I don't know. So I'm sensitive to overkill of music. In
Is it like the shit at high school with like the Tupac and Biggie shit, and everyone, all the dickheads started jumping on the wagon? Is it a bunch of that going on too?
that
Bunch of cockheads that were just like on it.
I think that's part of it, as opposed to cockheads, because I didn't care about him like we did about rap back in the day. That we got shit for listening to hip hop and really being proud and wearing it on our sleeves. This is it's who we are. We self-identify with the culture. Hip hop is who we are because we were so young when we got into it. I don't want to even say how long I've been listening to it because it'll age me too much. But
a hot minute is
basically
the answer.
3/4 of our lives, really. Right? Like,
yes,
3 fucking decades,
solid
essentially. Minute. So it's a hot minute, and basically, that is different to us when everyone gave us shit about it. Now everyone is on it. That pissed me off early on, obviously, but I wasn't, I didn't feel any ownership towards his music. Like, I discovered it's my little secret thing, it's, I think it's always overplay. I don't like when, when things were normal, it didn't matter where you went. You went to a store, you went to a bar, you went to an Uber, you heard his songs all the time,
right?
All the time, ad nauseum to the
it's like saturation on every fucking medium.
Yes, and it's like I can't fuck with that. I can't do it. I don't know.
He was a huge part of the machine, so yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah, good on him. I want that for our shit. I'd rather people do that by us too. But yeah. I mean, I guess we make sort of more raw type of music that probably.
That music isn't really for the kids, eh? Like
for
the 12-year-olds.
No.
Going to fucking 12-year-olds don't pop singing No Stop.
The funny thing is, a lot of my friends who have kids play it for their kids, and they tell me Ryan. Shouts to Ryan. He plays it for his 2 young girls as well. They're 7 and 4 or something.
I reckon they like the beats, mate.
Probably, but he plays it a lot for them. My friend Phil, shouts to Phil in Arizona. He plays it for his kids. He says they bang with it. So I feel like it's obviously just the beats. I don't know what I'm saying, but
maybe they just loved your sexy voice, dude.
I mean, it could be. I had other friends in Australia.
Probably that.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So some people seem to bang with it, but I think it's weird. As in, why the fuck do they like it? The beats slap. Obviously, we have great beats.
Imagine if they could articulate why they actually liked it. You'd take a focus group on these 7-year-olds, oi, little fucking Susan. Oi. What do you reckon, mate?
Honestly,
fucking Susie.
I would genuinely
change your marketing angles.
Yeah, just actually ask the kids why they bang with something. That's a great point, though. I know you're making a joke, but that's actually genuinely a good idea.
Run down fucking.
I'll dead ass. I could ask.
We can make a show. I'll go to the streets with a microphone. We'll do a Team FTV on the streets.
What's that cunt's name? Sam Newman in
Sam Newman doing the footy show. Taking it to the streets. Street talk.
Oh my god.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I think Street Talk. Oh man, that is such a niche joke. There's a show in Australia called the Footy Show. So it's Aussie Rules Football every Thursday night coming into the weekend. They always had either retired. Because there's 2. There's the NRL, which is the rugby footy show, and then there's the Aussie Rules Footy Show. Yeah, the AFL Footy show.
Oh, this is it.
So,
which is the best.
Yeah, that was funny. It was big in was it the 90s or early 2000s or something? I can't remember. It's been around forever.
Both.
Are they the same people still on it? That would be hilarious. James.
Final episode date, it was May 9th, 2019.
2019? Oh, 1994. Oh my god.
Damn.
RIP. Yeah, so they had... It was kind of the way that, and this is actually pretty smart. They had current football players, big name ones that would come on there who wanted. It's almost like it was their internship to getting into media and commentating and stuff after
and commentary. Exactly right.
After their career, right? So a lot of retired dudes got on there, and they were kind of funny because a lot of these dudes, the Aussie Rules, it's hard to explain unless you've seen, but these people are characters. They're so funny. A lot of these cats. And they also, you think they're these dumb jocks because it's a pretty violent game. But a lot of them have some good takes, or they're good. They make fun of themselves. They're pretty switched on guys, and it's quite funny. Yeah. So there was this one dude who, I guess Sam, he used to play for Geelong, didn't he, back in the day? Gay the kiddies.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's gonna tune out. They don't know who the fuck we're talking about.
The kiddies, I love it,
mate. Fuck,
Sam Newman, let's go.
Mate, he was dubbing it from 50 out, mate. Can't got leather poison, mate.
Oh, of course he fucking did.
Fucking don't worry about that. So then he
probably passed it off to Dipper Domenico, mate.
Fucking did. Nah, he's a different wrong team, mate. Did play for the Hawks, mate.
Wrong team. No, probably
maybe Daye Goss grabbed it off him. Fucking plugger. No plug. Oh man, this is getting too much. Number 4 on a Guernsey, mate. Go the same. So fucking he was just this funny dude who did this street talk segment. So he'd go up to absolute fucking nuffs.
Drongos, street rats.
Like obviously they're on. Yeah, basically they're on station terror. This is so Aussie. Yeah. I don't even know if we want to even translate, but just people who are probably on drugs and asking them questions, and they would say hilarious things because whatever
about the football.
Yeah, he had no shame.
Yeah, that was really
very funny. And
people would just give their most candid takes. A lot of swearing, a lot of edits going on there.
It's pretty good.
Bunch of people with no teeth.
Yeah, all the Pie supporters, mate.
Oh, mate.
We should have a footy podcast. I reckon we'd be good.
Dan,
I feel like we could teach Dan real quick.
90s podcast. Like, remember that long-haired cunt? Remember that mullet?
Oh, Warwick Kappa?
No, there's heaps of Johnny Platten. There's heaps of mullets we could talk about.
Oh, you're saying
everyone needs to get your Googles out.
Yo,
talk about mullets. Have a segment about AFL mullets.
Did I tell you this? You're talking about the 90s. Did you know that right now, literally, mullets are back in a genuine, non-ironic, like our cousin's son, so Daniel's 2 sons, both have mullets. I'm not joking because I FaceTime with him, I don't know, once a quarter or something.
Like, how long are we talking? I'm
talking down to here, bro. So
piss off. And the fringe is like half the forehead, or is it eyebrow?
It's just like the 80s, and it's scary. It's fucking. The only difference, though, to be honest, they're not buffy. You know how like in the 80s there was like a buff at the top?
They got product in it?
I didn't ask that many because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Both of them came
metro.
Up.
Metro mullets.
Yeah, Australia is like apparently like some chicks love it. I guess the younger girls who are, because mostly these kids are what? They're like 15, 16, whatever. His kids, like teenagers, and like all the girls apparently love it. Yeah, do you need to hear about it? And I remember I was talking to him, and our cousin's wife. She couldn't. She was like, no, look up. She told me to look up this footballer called Bailey Smith, and I looked him up, and it's like you actually should look up. And basically, they're all trying to be like this kid. So he's probably like must be your age. These footy players like
what a trendsetter, mate. Remember Rodney Rude? Hey, trendsetters.
Fucking
get Rude on.
Really didn't mean.
He's 20 years old.
He's 20.
He's 20 years old.
So he's an actual kid. Go to images. Look at this kind of
actual kid.
So, you have to see it because it's a part. What's
his
part
name? Oh,
Bailey. You have to look at it. You poor bud. Yeah, no shirt. He's neck. Sorry, I won't make you giggle too much. They even shaved the sides. Bailey, Bailey.
Yeah.
Smith, and he basically has the side. He's got an undercut. It's like he's got the side of his head shaved, long at the back.
Oh, fuck off!
And go to Google Images. Look at it. Isn't it? It's magical.
That's troublesome,
bro.
That is derelict, sir.
So all the kids are about it. That's literally from the 80s
so
and 90s.
So he shaved his sideburns off too.
Yeah, because they shave it completely on. He wouldn't be able to have a beard, I guess, because it wouldn't connect. But look at that.
That's some Simpson shit. That cunt with the sideburns.
I remember that episode. Yeah, but this guy is like the heartthrob, apparently, of the AFL.
So. He's a heartthrob. He's got a 70s porno mo and a trash mullet.
Yep. And that's what all the kids are rocking now. So if you're like...
All the kids want to jump on that, eh?
I don't know when it stops, though. Like, I don't know if it's like
really
Dan's
funny.
age, but how do you... Okay, as a Gen Z, how do you feel about that haircut? Are you familiar with that haircut, period?
I don't know anyone.
Gets up pretty high.
Do you know it?
I know of the haircut, yeah, but I just don't know anyone who has the haircut. I don't know anyone who'd want that.
Who'd want that haircut?
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
So you tell me we're not going to see Dan with a mullet?
Maybe.
It goes through stages of mullet length. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Google image search is so much is stupid.
I would highly encourage everyone to look it up. Bailey Smith.
Check his horrible high school photos to like right now.
Is that his? Because he's ripped. Okay, he's a footy player.
He's ripped.
Christ.
Oh, he's like a surfer kind of.
Oh, he's ripped as hell.
Not all of them are. Some of them are a little chunkier, but this dude's actually kind of like actually ripped. Not jacked. He's not massive.
No, they're all ripped.
Oh my god.
His fucking hair's flowing in the back, dude. It's like 6 foot long at the back. Nah, it's probably like 2 foot.
Honestly, it's like the one picture there. It's like flowing down his shoulders.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the one.
Look, it's funny, but
that's top tier mullet.
And you don't. I wouldn't have believed if someone told me. I wouldn't have believed unless I saw both our cousin's sons with this haircut. I should have asked their daughter, does she like the mullet on her brothers or on the other boys and stuff?
I bet she hates it.
I don't, but like Shelley told me that she's like, yo, the chicks, like the young girls enjoy it. Like, so I don't even understand. Craig Vernon is saying my bro rocked one back in the early 90s. Man,
that's when it was appropriate.
That's when it was appropriate, or the 80s as well. I agree, right? And the funny thing, like, I know fashion is cyclical and stuff, and you know shit comes back and whatever because it happens with everything. But I don't know. I feel like this is a little
20 years.
Yeah, yo-yos. That was the time, mate. That was the time. Did you remember? Did you ever have that?
Multiple yo-yo times.
Do you know what one is?
What, a yo-yo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But like when I was in like year 3 or something, like when I was
like
mad.
Mams was a whippersnapper.
Like I was like young. So I haven't seen one in years though.
Did they come back? Was everyone rocking them, or was it like?
Nah, it was just like.
Oh, they were just a record.
They were just there. They were just there. It wasn't like, oh my god, you got a yo-yo. It was like, you got a yo-yo. Yeah,
it's like,
everyone has a
cool.
yo-yo. Yeah. No, they weren't cool. They weren't big.
They were cool. Okay. They came back in the 90s, like before you were born, probably when we were like, I don't know, 12 or some shit. Like they came back heavy to the point where there were these cool ones and you could do this stuff. Like you throw it down
by themselves and shit.
they'd spin on the end of the thing and there'd be lights or something. Wasn't there ones with lights or some shit? And you'd push it, you go boom, and then it would hang at the bottom. And then you could do these pretty sick tricks. Like we never got really good, but we were playing with them a lot. And you had like different joints. Yeah, I bet there's even sicker ones. That was like 25 years ago. So imagine how lit they are now.
I ain't seen one in so long.
They should be back with a vengeance.
I feel like if mullets are back, it's a matter of time.
They go hand in hand. Next step is fucking happy pants, mate.
Maybe I have to name the episode something about mullets.
Should call it fucking happy pants.
Mullet season. Okay. Oh, happy
Mullets
pants is
happy
a whole.
pants.
Do you know what happy pants are? I wonder if that even. I don't even think most people even know what the fuck that is.
Just call them like hammer pants.
They were kind of like
essentially, but more like crazy design.
But the hammer pants had the puffed out at the sides. What did you look for? Oh yeah, okay, that's empty hammer pants. They were not like that. Search for happy pants. And they were
Happy Pants Australia 80s.
Yeah, I guess it was 80s.
It's got to be specific.
Yeah, they had so really basically that's it. So they were kind of hammer-ish. Oh my god, I haven't seen them in so long. So they were elastic at the bottom and elastic at the top, and they were mad colourful. Huh?
Stuff like this, not like in this colour, but like I've seen trousers.
You seen them shit?
Yeah, they look cool. I like them.
You bangs with them now?
Yeah, I haven't hated them ever. They're cool.
Yeah,
I think they're cool.
They were all the rage for a while. Everyone was rocking them. They really not. They basically like curtain material.
They look
just
like
sewn into pants. You know,
they really do.
Love a good curtain material. You know.
Do you reckon cunts come back in a mullet and happy pants and a fucking yo-yo?
Happy pants.
Honestly, I might even fucking do that for Halloween if everything's popping.
Yeah, wonder where you get them now. But you could probably cop them somewhere. Oh my gosh, is that a fucking website? Oh my god.
Happypants.com.au.
Happypants.com.au, God.
He's dude, of course.
Yo, if happypants.com.au, if you guys would like to sponsor the podcast, we would be honored.
Honestly, I will fucking wear them for sure.
Yeah, even though you can't really see our pants.
For sure.
We will change the filming of this. So
I'll stand up for like the whole episode.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Pants. Yeah, man, we'll do a stand-up episode.
You see my pouch, the whole thing. Let's go.
A whole lot. Bring it on. Dan, would you wear happy pants?
Yeah, 100.
Dan would do it. Look,
100.
Dan's a good-looking young whippersnapper, bro. He'll like, you know.
We have to get Dan a camera.
Dude, definitely.
Well, he could jump on here. The point of it. Someone asked the other day, didn't they? And they were like, "Why weren't you on camera?"
He can just show a leg.
So popular.
I know the show will blow up too much. I said to you, we could figure it out so that we're both on the same camera.
Yeah, the filming environment is difficult to have
like
both.
Both of us, because we'd have to squish into the one side.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, the point of this initially was the Jamie. You just talk more because you're a big part of it. So it was like the initial point was didn't think. I didn't like want to like force you to do it yet, and we just worked out super well. So now it's like, all right, we can always revisit it. There ain't no rules with this shit.
Ain't no rules.
Craig said, I just made a pair of cargo pants from Curtains last year.
There you go.
I like it. Cargos, mate.
I bet you they got wild patterns on. Craig rocks some fancy shit. They must be fly as hell. To make them into pants, they must be like out there.
Some good ass curtains.
I might get a pair in 34 waist, mate. If you got
Yeah.
some spare material around there,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Mate, send that over. A bit of a 34 as well, you know. I feel like trying to keep that trim, you know, trying not to be too fat.
Try to keep it trimmers. All right,
So,
all right.
Trying to, you know, get rid of that COVID weight, mate. You know?
Like it's a tight 34, but it's in there, you know.
Oh yeah. You know, I feel like it's probably safer to go 34 and you just chuck a belt on that shit, you know, and you're fucking happy pants. I think do they have elastic waists? I think they do.
Yeah, they
right?
do.
They do.
In the
Yeah.
pictures, it looks like
Yeah.
they do.
Mate, like a pair of track pants and shit.
Some of the cross-color pants that I used to have back in the day had elastic waist, like the same pair I wore to the Fuji's concert. Because every time I jumped up and down with my wallet in my pocket and my other shit, pants just start to fall down every
What
jump.
color did you
Piss
have?
me off. They were black.
So did I. Maybe we got the same one because Mum wouldn't let us get colourful ones.
Twinsies.
Hey, gosh darn it, mother! I wanted like
Gosh darn
yellow
it,
ones
mother.
or some dumbass shit. Do you remember? Do you ever hear of cross colours?
Cross colours.
Yeah.
Didn't you have some purple joints? Purple
Nah,
shorts?
man. Oh, no, not cross colours.
Somebody had purple something. Somebody had purple something.
They would never let me. I wanted to get cross color pants. Like they had the pants, and these were like when baggy pants were first kind of like. I mean, obviously we're in Australia, so shit's weird, but they had like they weren't looking like that. Like that's like patches, but they were one color. So they had like orange and yellow and purple and red and white and black
colour, yeah.
and green, like all bold, but they were bold. Like was this the 80s or 90s? I think it was the early 90s, maybe.
It says 90s.
Early 90s, yeah.
It says 90s. Okay. I can never forget. I mean, I can never remember. Yeah, like they were
It was like
yeah,
93,
that,
94.
Oh,
that,
yes.
like that actual orange, like that motherfuckers were wearing, and they're like wild baggy. These ones that are coming up, no. Oh yeah, that was
Like
exactly
Kid and
the
Play.
Oh, these ones.
basically them. Yeah, it's like Kid and Play. I think I had exactly that, but in black.
Interesting.
I mean, they were pretty fire. It was a good time.
Get off Etsy.
You can get off Etsy.
Good fashion, that. Good fashion.
Good fashion. You can buy them off Etsy right now.
Yeah, you can buy them off Etsy. You can get them
I
from.
don't know if I really want.
You can get happy pants off Etsy as well.
Happypants.com.au. Fucking awesome.
Shouts to y'all. You know, make some noise for Happy Pants. You know, we out here.
We're chucking the applause.
Bit of applause
Fucking
for Happy
button, mate.
Pants.
Give 'em
Yeah,
a round.
shouts.
Give 'em a round. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Happy
Awesome.
Pants. We
All
bangs
right.
with y'all. We bangs with y'all.
We banged it. We banged it.
Was there any other culture news? I think we just went on a tangent for a bit there.
Oh, shit. Where's my phone? I got a couple of things here.
Yeah, bring them
Yeah,
up.
go on.
Let's talk about
Unless I mentioned something before. Yeah, I did something about John Tory did the Weeknd day.
That's pretty cool. Congrats to Abel. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking no, that was the only thing I had.
That was it.
Excuse
Must have
me.
been some other shit
Yeah.
going in the past week.
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Plummer died. Remember that actor? He was like he was mad old, like in his 90s or some shit. And Cicely Tyson, I believe, the week before. I don't think we mentioned that. So RIP to them, legendary actors, and in their game.
Okay.
That's kind of fucked up. I remember that happened. What the fuck
up.
else happened?
Michael B. Jordan is working on a Rock Nation produced Muhammad Ali series with Amazon.
That's cool.
That'd be cool.
I bangs with that.
That'd definitely be sick.
Okay.
Like Prime Video shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Prime is killer. Yeah, I really bangs
Prime
with
is
Prime.
sick, man.
It's getting better, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I'm so impressed. There's some crazy shows on there. I know we just like randomly on our we got a new TV.
Just watched Belly the other day.
Belly's
Pretty
on there.
sweet. Classic. Yep. Not
Nice.
bad.
Nice. Yeah, Belly's one of the goats.
You got a new TV?
We got a new TV. Did I not tell you?
Fucking swag.
Oh, we got it like a month ago or so, before Christmas, and we got like a Samsung, just like a man. I had the same TV for 10 years. I had the same Apple TV since like 2011. We had like an iMac from like 2012. So we upgraded a lot of. We were just in that space. We had to upgrade a lot of our tech. So we got it from Amazon. I think it's only 55-inch, but it's like a QLED. So it's super nice and crisp compared to the whatever the fuck I had
Sweet
that was
as.
10 years old. But because you get it through Amazon, I bet there's a deal. So on the actual remote, I don't know if it's the same as yours, but it actually has Netflix, Amazon Prime,
Yeah, I think
and
that's the same.
something else on like a button on the remote where you just press it and it goes. And Tiff just knocked it one time. So the guy, Amazon Prime, man, fuck it. You know, we have an account, so the guy's like, look, and we found a bunch of
Let's have a cruise.
like lit shows, and we're like, yo, because years ago we got it, and it was horrendous. It was so whack. There was nothing to watch. And we only watch like one show a night with dinner type of thing, if that. So it's not like there's like sitting on our ass watching TV all the time. Yeah, that was kind of cool to discover that. Craig saying Double K from People Under the Stairs died. That is correct. R.I.P. I remember that this week. Yes, I should have written that down. I always forget
Yeah, I
to
saw
write
that
down the
too,
old
yeah.
tunes. Yeah, that's. I reviewed some of their album when I was a journalist. I think I got sent some of their stuff. That's how I discovered them. I remember them stuff being pretty chill. I wasn't like in love with it. I don't think I ever saw them live, but I know they were a big influence sort of in the LA scene. And he was mad young too, like mid-40s or something, which is terrible.
Right.
That fucking sucks. Didn't something to do with I know you're looking at Jake Paul there, Dan.
Yeah.
What happened with him? Didn't something happen this week?
Him and Floyd exchanged like words.
Why did? Because were they he dissing about his brother? Because Jake wasn't even supposed to fight him, right?
Yeah. So I think he basically made this poem speaking about his daughter and speaking about basically just trying to say Floyd's a bitch, basically. And then Floyd basically made an Instagram post about him saying that he's a fake fighter.
Okay.
Saying like, oh look, he's my biggest fan and shit, and saying that how he's rocking like black clothing, our jewelry, trying to be like us, basically.
This is
That's
true.
which is pretty much true. Yeah, but yeah, it was weird because Logan's really different. He's not like Jake. He's not trying to be wild about it. He's just trying to be like, okay, we're gonna fight. I'll be cool until the fight. And then Jake's just randomly made the Instagram post, and it's just like,
oh.
Makes no sense. Like Logan's actually such a I watched some of his like podcasts and he's so different to what a lot of my assumptions were.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just humble and like he's a very normal person. He's not wild. He doesn't do all the shit that Jake's weird. I don't
maybe he
watch
learned
his
his
shit.
lesson a bit.
Yeah, he definitely did. You can tell he did. Like Jake's weird. I don't watch his shit. He's just very weird.
Have you? I don't know if we brought this up before. Do you guys know a YouTuber called Shane Dawson?
Yeah.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So he was like, like there was like a class. I don't know, the way that we describe it, Tiff and I discovered this world of, like, YouTubers, like, real YouTubers that started in, like, 2007, 2008. Like, OGs who'd been posting forever, got big early on, and then they kept going. So Shane Dawson was this, like, weird emo dude. And he started making these documentary series, like, literally just with the G7X camera. They're not high production value in any shape or form. And, he started doing that one there called The Mind of Jake Paul. So he did his first one, I believe, on Jeffree Star, the makeup artist dude. And he looks like Marilyn Manson. He's super weird. And that's a whole... And because Tiff always talked about the makeup beauty community. That's a whole fucking thing. Because mad beef. There's always drama. These kinds of fucked. And then he did another... And these are like hour-long documentaries, hour and a half, but in like 8 series or 6 parts, sorry. So like 6 hour to an hour and a half parts, and they're fascinating. They're fucking fascinating because it's just real. So he did one on Jake Paul, and basically the hypothesis was that he's a sociopath. So he had like a psychologist lady on who's a big YouTuber as well, and he interviewed other people like Jake's exes, actually Jake himself, all these different people about who he is and why he does what he does, and how his dad seems to be fucked up, doing some crazy shit with them. His mum was kind of weird, and the way that they were brought up and blah, blah, blah. It's genuinely, like, fascinating. Look, I didn't give a flying fuck about those dudes, but it's just really interesting to kind of see this, I don't know, genuine, just some dudes. Like, if we just got our cameras, like, we had better cameras than they used to make this. If we just got our shit and just made a doco about stuff and just was smart with the way you edited it and, like, talked to people and made it engaging. I mean, it's a little bit over dramatic about the, with the music when they're talking about what a sociopath is and different things that Jake did and stuff. But I think it sort of shows you sort of what he's about and his kind of like life. So I'm not surprised, coming back to what Daniel was saying. Like he's kind of wild. He's definitely wild, and I think he's the younger brother. Logan was a cunt to him. Logan actually fucked his ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
And they had and put him in the music video. They did disses to each other and stuff, like actual, because they make music and it's horrendous. But they seem very toxic individuals. So, and Logan obviously ruined YouTube for everybody by changing the monetization rules. So he's the reason everybody who had less than 1,000 subs or whatever got demonetized, and then they added the 4,000 hour watch time rule as well. So that was all because of his Suicide Forest video. So those two have kind of fucked up the game, but maybe Logan's a bit older and maybe more mature, so he's, I don't know, fixing up a bit.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, we started studying the YouTube game for our other channel and stuff to learn about it and watching how these people do stuff. That's why we know how to vlog and whatever. We watch a bunch of different folks, but it's like it's deep, and I know different folks are into like there's so many different things. It's genuinely fascinating to see like how these people, and there's like there's this groups of people, and they've all got drama with each other and all these things. Like all of it seems quite toxic, to be honest. But like, yeah, it's just really interesting if you're ever just fascinated with like how these people operate with large followings. They've all got really large followings and stuff, so it's even more interesting. So that's I don't want to spend the whole podcast talking about these dickheads. Fucking any other culture news?
Nothing else for this week, mate.
Apparently, Mayweather keeps on making digs at 50 Cent, and 50 Cent says that he's going to make weight so he can fight him next year.
Really?
An exhibition fight, but I don't think that will happen. I don't think
50's the most foolish dude of all time.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think there's anyone more foolish than 50 Cent with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got beef for like I guess it's 50 trolling him about like wasn't it about like not being able to read well or something?
Yeah, something because I remember they were close friends. They were like really close friends, and then something happened. I don't know what happened. Something happened, and then I think it was after the McGregor fight with Mayweather.
Oh.
It was after that.
And they beefed.
And then they beefed, and then there's stuff about how Floyd can't read, which it's funny because he can't read. But
I mean, I don't know. Is it his fault he can't read?
I don't know.
Was he not rocking up to school? Did he have bad
It must
parents?
be.
I don't know. I don't know shit about him.
All I know is he's known for just being good at boxing and nothing else.
Okay.
Like literally nothing else. He legit can't read. Like legitimately, it's fucked. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not good. You got to rely on everyone to do shit for you.
Basically.
Poor fella.
Mate, fuck all that. Fuck that notion, baby. .com.
I mean, if you can't read how to cook your fucking din-dins, mate, can't read a recipe. It's kind of fucked. I guess he's got chefs and maids and things.
That's a good point. But what if? Okay, think about this notion. What if you want to go to Pornhub?
What if you?
Huh?
Oh, how do you spell porn?
That's it.
Fucked if I know.
And then what if you manage to get that far, and then you like want to type something in, then you end up in some categories that maybe you're not too fond of. If you know what I'm saying?
You're like, oh,
you feel me?
And then you accidentally share it to your neighbors like Bluetooth, and you screen share it, and then all of a sudden.
Your daughter's out there having dinner.
Sees it in the fucking lounge room. Struth all fucking.
All hell breaks loose. Like I don't know.
It's raining diarrhea outside. The neighbours knocking on your door. Fucking.
Poo as far as the eye can see.
Oh shit everywhere, mate.
Just saying, read, kids. Look what
imagine if you couldn't spell cunt.
Mate,
no. Well, I know how to spell
half
cunt.
The world
pretty straight.
I know how to spell cunt. Oh, it's pretty good. Nah, fuck, it's fucking sweet.
Yeah, nah, sweet, eh?
How do you guys feel about a bit of?
Oh,
what do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
Everyone got their questions?
I feel pretty good about it. Do you?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I do know what's funny. It was like late night one night, and I was like, ooh, and I thought of like a really good question.
Did you write it down?
No, I didn't because I thought I'd keep myself up. But I wrote another question down, so I have something, but I thought that one was pretty good. Okay, yeah, I got a good one. All right, who wants to go first? Should we do... Maybe. Who went first last time?
Me, I think.
Okay. You know what? Nosh, I want you to go first. I want you to do the honors.
All right.
I can't
top 3 words, sayings, or phrases you say too much.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay.
This cunt? No, I don't say that much.
You don't?
No. Mad cunt.
I mean, I get... If we didn't all talk as much, then like if I'm just around Tiff, I'm not really saying that so much. All the time, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I would never say it to her, and I deal with enough mad cunts to call people that.
The words calm and the word essentially.
Okay.
Every time I need to explain something, I always say essentially, like every other word. So essentially this, but then he essentially did that, and essentially he did that, like. But then the word calm, I use calm in every sort of context to respond to anything. If I have nothing to say, I say calm. If it's good, it's calm. If I'm not happy with it, I say, okay, calm. Whatever, calm.
Sometimes if you misspell it, it's clam.
Clam. Clam's a good one.
Get a good clam. Tiff saying, I like the dances, essentially. So do I. It's fancy. It's fancy. It's
fancy.
Actually, Tiff, if you're listening there, what is something that like either you or I say too much then? Because I can't even think. What else is something that either...
There's some things you say you can't repeat on the air here, but
oh yeah, there's a bunch of things that are wildly.
there's a couple of phrases you can't even. And I've thought of a few of those too, and I crossed them off my list.
Yeah, no.
I chopped off a couple. Craig says,
"Fuck." So my go-to. It's actually really funny. This is something that you and Tiff talked about one time in the car when I was cracking the shit. So I have a bit of
sounds great already.
My father's temper, God rest his soul. Brucey used to get a little bit irked, and I also get irked. And Dad had the scariest voice. He was the scariest motherfucker. When he was vexed, bro, it's so good. I think I kind of got that voice a bit. So when I'm vexed, I'm like, vexed.
For sure.
And like, if something bad happens, my automatic thing is just like, fuck! And I go kind of crazy. And the best thing in the world is that Tiff, instead of reacting to my reaction, she's just like, just chill and calms it down. Or the best part was she does it in like a cute female voice, like, fuck! And then makes fun of me, and then you have to laugh, and then all of a sudden you don't get mad anymore. So that's actually a nice beneficial thing. That, I guess I do say that a bit. I mean, this is a good question. I'm trying to think. Do you have yours then? Maybe it'll inspire
I only have good questions, mate. I had just, I say cunt a lot, that's pretty standard. I bet you saw that coming. I had fucking. Any form of cunt, any form of fucking, and also how you going.
You do say how you going a lot.
There you go.
You've gone through phases of different things. I think we all do. You have like a word you just say. And I got mad. We had an argument one time. It was funny. Scott always brings it up because you used to always say, you know what I'm talking about. You used to always like, and do you know what? This is interesting. There's things that I notice that you do that I get annoyed at because I do it too. And it's something that's like when you see something that someone, maybe because you, particularly like family, you and I always, it's like we always have to say something. And even if that's something, like you used to always say, bows, and bows. Yeah, no, that's bows over there, bows and it. And you used to say it to them ad nauseum. Do you remember what we're talking about? And then the other thing you used to always say was puss.
Yeah.
So when we first moved here, we were going through a lot of stress. It was a really like stressful time. We were living in a shitty house. We were living together in separate floors, and like, it had been just a really rough.
I want to call it verbal anxiety. How's that? Let's put it right there.
Yeah, I think you have it a little more than me, but when I notice it in myself more, and then I get annoyed at myself, I'm like, oh, that's why I get like annoyed if Brad does it because I do it myself, and then one time we were arguing. I didn't remember what it was about. It was something stupid. Obviously, it always is when you're doing it. And Scott always brings it up because Scott was our friend, and he lived with Nosh on the first floor, and I lived in the basement. And I said something like all you ever say is puss, boss. But like I said it really angrily at you. It's so good. And fucking Scott always brings it up. He always brings it up. Oh, you remember it? Oh, because he said it to me and not to you. Probably because he thought maybe you were like sensitive about it. It was obviously you're not, but because it was I said it to you because that was your word of the time, like 10 fucking years ago or something.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that funny?
I love it. I had never heard that. That's great.
Oh, I can't believe I never told you earlier. That's awesome. I'm glad you brought this up.
That's fantastic.
Scott will really appreciate that because maybe he doesn't say it to you. Now I can say, hey, you can say it to No. She doesn't care.
You totally should.
Yeah. Sean is in the building. He's kind of late, but I'm here now. What up, pimp? What up? You made it.
What up, pimp?
I can't think of any other ridiculous things off the top of my head. I know. Okay, I've noticed there's like certain other YouTubers that would say like, there's one that I don't want to like your mates, Scarborough mates.
All right.
And they always say, needless to say, and they always use it wrong. They always say it when like constantly, and I find it very annoying. So like I'm sure there's something I say all the fucking time. Maybe it'll come to me later. Like just
stick it in your bum, finger and thumb.
That's something else you say.
Extra one.
That's one of yours.
Take it on my fourth one.
Yep. I'll think of more later. We'll get some more. That was a good one. Dan, do you have your question?
Yeah. If you could if you could be in a music video which has already been made, which one would you be in and why? So let's say, like, for example, you are in the Drake Laugh Now Cry Later video and you're just there on a basketball court just doing the thing, or just any video.
That'd be pretty fun.
That would be sick.
the first thing that came to my head was the whole Kanye West Runaway thing that preceded Lemonade as like the music video where it was like a 20-30 minute piece. Movie.
Mm-hmm.
That because it was cool because it had the chick with the wings, what are they called again? And Phoenix. She was a phoenix because she burnt. Yeah. That would be a fun one because that was just the most intricate, insane, arty video of all time.
To be in it, or just to be like there while they shoot it.
To be in the video. So you have like a main role in the video.
All right.
Yeah, I stick with that one.
Probably one of those Snoop or Tupac R-rated videos, like when they're at the strip clubs and then like you write one of those mans in the back popping bottles, smoking blunts.
Yeah,
just back in those innocent times, like this, good times.
I like that.
I reckon that.
Speaking of innocent, do you remember Snoop put out a porno? I got it.
Yep,
I remember I had it on VHS. I don't think it was called Doggy Style though. It was called something else. Like Snoop Dogg Presents something. It was pretty ridiculous. I just reminded when you said that. I'm like, oh yeah, she did a porno. Right? Yeah, I don't remember in any shape or form who was in it or whatever the fuck. But I remember enjoying Snoop's work, even though
he just presented.
Yeah, he was not in it even at all. I don't think. Sean says he'd be in any Busters vids from the 90s. That's a great one. And Tiff is agreeing.
True.
And Sean's saying right there. I imagine the the tip drill video, which is the other porno one. Tiff saying Missy Elliott. Oh, that'd be fun actually because they're pretty wild and zany backgrounds. I like that. Oh, what about Wet Ass Pussy?
Oh yeah, that would be lit.
Why not?
I don't know. As like instead of like Kylie Jenner, I would be Kylie Jenner just in like the road
one of Megan Thee Stallion's videos. Just there in the background.
Just there. Just hanging out. Not even jacked or ripped or anything. I'm just there.
Just there. Like,
so,
Mate,
come out here.
Yeah.
Fun. Whatever. Sean saying the
Loves
brat
it.
as well. Dan, what would you be?
Drake and Future Life's Good.
That'd be a really good one. It's a fire video.
Be just there flipping burgers and whatever take out.
That would be fun actually. Those guns look wild.
That would be sick.
That'd be fun.
Or Tupac, I Get Around.
Just chilling like the pool and the backyard.
Yeah, chilling in the pool. You know, like Easy, all of them man did videos like that where they're just in the pool, a bunch of girls just doing whatever. Like,
in those real 90s.
We wanted those videos as well. Or Drake laughing like right there, that would be sick.
That would be fun. Just because that was ridiculous.
Those are ridiculously good. I'm trying to think if there was any other ones.
Yeah. There's so many fire ones.
There's so many good ones.
Yeah, it's always so hard to think on the spot.
Forgot about Dre.
I don't remember that video.
They burnt that old lady's house down.
Oh, that makes sense.
Do you not remember?
No.
Who else is in it? There's another rapper in it, and he picks up a newspaper, and Eminem starts just rapping, and his face starts moving in the newspaper randomly.
Oh, that's cool.
And the guy just drops the newspaper like what the fuck is happening.
Himself. I like that.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
Stormzy
Gossip Bop.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I would be in that video.
Oh, that was
100%. Cool. Any Stormzy video, actually. Big for Your Boots, that's a sick music video.
Yeah. Stormzy always has fire videos.
It's definitely the best music videos in the UK. 100.
Yeah.
Fire in the booth.
Yeah. Fire in the booth. I don't know what else, actually.
I feel like, there's a bunch. Someone here, actually, no. Sean just said it, California Love. Because that was crazy. Mad Max shit.
California Love would be sick.
That was wild.
That would be so sick.
And Craig says, Groove is in the Heart, the Delight one. I never remember that video. It's mad old.
Pretty psychedelic, I think.
Yeah, it must have been. I love it, cunts. All right, question. Mine are always like more provocative. Yours are like more chill. Tell us about like a funny but sort of like appropriate drunken story with some sort of shenanigans involved, where it was like, so you didn't like necessarily get in trouble, you didn't get arrested, you didn't do anything illegal, whatever, but just something like maybe dumb from when you were a kid or something. Because I got a pretty funny one. But like, when you just did something, you got too drunk and you did something silly, and then I don't know, you got in trouble or somehow or whatever. You can tell it down. You can say it. You could give like an abridged version.
I have a couple.
Run that, fam.
I'll explain the one that after this. The one that you guys know, there's not really much background to it. I think I just did it.
Okay.
But then the other one is I went to Manchester for just a night out. I don't know, one of my boys was hosting some event, and then my friends always make this. They call it Power Punch, and they put like 2 bottles of Ray, like a whole bunch of other alcohol, Malibu, and like loads of juice.
Okay.
And like I've had it before and I threw up and I didn't like it basically. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll have it again. Like everyone else having it. And we had like pints of this stuff. It was like literally pints of it. And then we were like,
Ew.
And yeah, it was bad. Like the thing is, it doesn't even taste bad. It's just like there's so much juice. And it's so sweet. And then I had it, and then we got to the club in Manchester. And what I remember is the bouncer telling me to calm down or something. I don't remember doing anything like that mad. I must have just been really drunk. And then my friends were like, chill out, sort of thing.
Right.
I was like, all right. And then I got in. I went downstairs, and I don't remember any of like the dance or anything. I just remember I went straight to the toilet. And then I spent literally hours in the one cubicle vomiting. But I missed the toilet.
Ugh.
So I don't know why, but I vomited everywhere around the cubicle.
Except the toilet.
Except the toilet, uncontrollably. Literally uncontrollably everywhere. And like I had my friends calling me. I had Godric couldn't leave me voicemails like, where are you? We're worried. Like, what are you doing?
Are you dying?
Yeah, you dying sort
He's
of thing.
dead, mate.
And then I just couldn't leave. I was mounted on that toilet. I couldn't leave. And then there was a point where I think I must have opened the door and the cleaner was there. And the cleaner saw it and she was like to me, you're cleaning that. You know that 100% you're cleaning that. And I was like, what? I was like,
I don't work here.
I don't work here. And then eventually, I don't know how, but then I somehow left and I met my friends and then I was like, I was just in the toilet vomiting the whole night.
Because of that power punch.
Because of that power punch thing. And the other one was...
that's a good one, see? That's exactly the type of shenanigans I'm talking about.
The other one was, I was in Birmingham, and I think this was like the last night out before like we went into this whole pandemic thing. So we actually got like an actual night out.
Final.
Yeah, it wasn't clubbing or anything. It was just going to bars and drinking and shit. And then, I don't know why, we were just in, it was quiet streets, like, I don't know, probably at 3 a.m. I started like blocking up traffic, and there was just a whole queue of traffic, and I was just dancing in front of cars.
Oh, and you're that guy?
And then, then eventually we got to like an empty street, and then I got my ass out, and I started running around in my ass out. And
you
my
pull
friend,
your whole pants all the way down?
No, just my ass. And then we were just literally running. Like I was just running. My friends were filming like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then I was just literally running around my ass out. And that was the story. That was the story. And that was that night. That was the night. That was better than the Manchester night.
Yeah, it's a little less.
The Manchester night was like, I want to secure
more
myself.
fun. Yeah, the whole vomiting all night thing.
That's bad. I've never been so drunk where I've vomited
brutal.
like that. Like that was literally uncontrollable vomit. It was so bad.
I've totally been there. It's the worst.
So
Fucking
bad.
puking. Even Sean is saying, I remember puking at a friend's building in front of both elevator doors, falling asleep. Oh, and this must be separate. Falling asleep on the TTC is also fun. My 21st birthday was fun. I puked on some bouncers' shoes that I knew. Damn, lucky I was what you're asking.
Very lucky.
Do anyone know McKinley Lohman? Is that someone's friend? Or is that no? What up, yo? No, she got a story, mate.
Honestly, I've been racking my brain the whole time.
I got one I thought you were involved in. Was the one with in Sydney at the UMAs where X and all of them were in there at that Hungry Jack's. Do you remember? I was telling X on Twitter about that the other day, and I was like, I got videos. He's like, I don't want to see them. He's like, I don't want to see them.
Oh yeah. So we were. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because it was like I was thinking high school. What was the actual question? Or wasn't it high school?
Just like a drunken shit. No. At any age whatsoever. Like a drunken.
Okay, so I had something back up. So.
Okay.
Let's do Hungry Jack's. So we're in Sydney, UMA's at the hotel.
2000.
No, on the way back from one of the
awards, and it was the second year because it was 2007 because Justice and Chaos won the best new artist or whatever it was.
Right.
It was
so
great
because it was like
Justice,
Chaos, GMC, X and Hell, Shane Hood,
A Style. And that's when I had that drama. That was the event where I had the thing, which I think I spoke about last week with the other rapper, where I went up to him. I had beef with a bunch of them and stuff. But it was just cool because all the Melbourne dudes were there, and it was just it was just cool. And we got VIP and stuff because our friends were nominated, and one of my closest friends is their manager at the time, so he got us all backstage passes. So then we were all like, "Fuck yeah!" or whatever it was. It's like proper tickets and shit. Anyway, go on.
And so we're all proper smashed. We go into Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King, and we were waiting in line. And there's like 3 a.m. A bunch of drunk cunts standing And so we're all waiting. There's like, 10 hip hop cunts fucking just hoodies up, like, keeping it together, but, little loose.
A little wild.
And so we're trying to like, cunts are ordering, whatever. And then, so Weapon X just nonchalantly walks around the far right, which is the only entrance to behind the counter. Just walks in there nice and like kind of a slow waddle, really. Goes around the thing, just grabs the PA thing when they run the orders to the back, grabs it, presses it, and goes, "O's."
They used to say AIDS all the time. I don't know why.
Because Team America came out.
Oh, was that why?
Everyone has AIDS. They were obsessed with like just exclaiming AIDS, and it was like, so they would do that, and they go, "Oh!" like they're at a stadium or whatever. So he did it once, and then we all died, and then laughing, and then the fucking manager comes out, and he's like, "Hey," and then he's like, "Hey," he looks at him, and he goes, "Oh!" So crazy. And then the guy's like, "Hey, no," because we all laugh so much. The manager walks over. He's like, "Yeah, no, get the fuck out of here." He's like, "Yeah, all right, cool." And so he walks 3-4 steps, and there's like 5-6 microphones for the clerks to serve cunts. So he grabs the last one and goes, "Oh!" again, and just absolutely brought their fucking house down. And so as he walked back between the rows of people trying to order, some fucking lady who's had a few extra wines started having a go at us / him, or mainly him, just like just saying, "You cunts are being noisy," whatever. And then he just told her to fuck off. He said something a little like, "Fuck off, you mole," or like some shit like that.
Right.
And so she got mad pissed, and she tried to pick up a chair that was bolted to the ground. And she was picking it up so viciously. She's like, "I'm gonna fucking get you, cunt, you fucking," like she was going off a tree. And she was trying to pick up a chair that was stuck to the ground, dude. It was so good. And then the security's like, "Yeah, no, shut the fuck up, we'll get out." So we're like, "Yeah," and then everything was honestly fine.
And then I totally forgot about the. I had some sort of memory about someone trying to pick up a chair off the ground, but I forgot that it was the lady yelling at X.
It was a random bird, and she was drunk as shit. She was as smashed as we were, but she was a little older, and she was just like not really thinking about it. So she just tried to pick up.
This is like downtown Sydney too, like on like
downtown
Friday night or something. And then right afterwards, and then we did like not kind of like not nudie runs, but we just dropped our pants, so I had boxes and we were doing runs in the street. I remember that with He's.
Oh yeah.
That was a good time.
And I was pumped because I just got my first pair of good quality fucking boxer briefs so I can get my gear out.
Yeah.
Big quality jocks, so I couldn't, so I can get my gear out with confidence.
Get your old
Shout out to Bonds.
Shout out to
It
Bonds.
was Bonds that got me gear out with
Bonds
Bonds
and happypants.com.au.
And Happy Pants.
Yep.
It's the combo.
It's the
champions,
combo.
actually.
I love it. Did you have another backup of your other one? Because I know I kind of like just warmed you up with that one.
Yeah, so I was walking away. I went to the football. I'm not too sure who with, and then on the way we're going to the pub. We were absolutely gone because having drinks and spliffs at whoever's in the way beforehand. Get to the game, sweet. Leaving, there's a party bus going down like Flinders or something like that, on one of those streets, and we were just like, the traffic was mad slow, so we could see it coming because we could hear it coming actually, and then so when it approached, we just saw those all girls. So we're just like, oh, fucking sweet ass. So I started chanting, "Tits out for the boys. Tits out for the boys. Hey, tits out for the boys." And there's like 5-6 of us. So we all started doing it for ages. And then they got the tits out. Like 4 girls put their tits up on the window and gave it a rub. And then would like, "Hey," and then all these other cunts on the road were like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?" It was pretty good. So that was the other thing that I thought of. But
that's funny. That was a good
brief.
Yeah. That was great. You told that other one better than I could have because I totally forgot about the other parts. So that was great. Well done. Craig is saying there was this one mushroom trip. I saw snow in the middle of summer, like the Informer. I don't know if he's serious, but that's pretty awesome if you did see snow because he is a Toronto.
That's fucking wild.
Sean is like, yeah, drunk stories are funny as fuck. They really are, man. The only one I was thinking when I was like fucking 15, maybe, and 16, and I was always trying to get into the gear, like the weed and drinking and stuff mad early, trying to be cool or whatever, like a dickhead. And I remember one time I was on antibiotics just for like a cold. I was in the last part, so it's really a time when you shouldn't be drinking so much. I remember we were supposed to go to actually, so back in the day, we used to go to underage parties at clubs. It was a big thing in the 90s.
Ooh,
You
badass.
kind of didn't really do it. Like it was, well, it's not badass because we were 15 and it's an underage party, but it was just like basically like a club, but they put foil over the fridges and the beer taps, and then you can just get Coke. So, and it's free. So they just pour you Cokes or Sprites all night or whatever. Fucked it. And what's even more fucked up, they let you smoke inside, and we were children. You could smoke inside. So dumb. So we'd fucking go to these clubs all the time. So I remember there was this one in Ringwood where I went to high school part of the time, and called Juice, JOOCE. So we were supposed to go to underage Juice on like a Wednesday night. So I usually went to this other one in our hood, but this was this one. So we were with the boys. I was with like 4 dudes sort of from high school. And we went somewhere. I remember we smoked bongs of Northern Lights. And I also hadn't eaten as well. Oh, I forgot this other part. So we smoked bongs of Northern Lights. I was already high. And then we went to go to the underage. And our friend's brother was driving us there. And there's 4 of us and him. And then we were like, then we got there and it was closed. Like it wasn't on that night. We had it wrong. I'm like, fuck. What do we do? And then my one friend, I don't know if you remember this part now, he rolled up a joint of peanut shells. So like, you know how you crack open the hard outer shell of like a peanut? But it's not that. It's the stuff on top of the nut. The actual, that really thin shell, because apparently it gave you a high. So then we smoked a joint of peanut shells out the front of Juice. Then, because we had nothing else to do, and I'd already had the night already planned, Mum and Dad knew we were out.
That's weird as shit.
So I think it was my idea. I was like, yo, because his brother was drunk. I was like, yo, let's get a slab of beer. Slab. So, and he did it. Went through a drive-through bottle. A slab is the case. So went through a drive-through bottle shop, got a slab of Carlton Cold, which was Dad's beer.
Fucking represent.
And then I remember he dropped us off at like a park, which is mad irresponsible of my friend's brother to take 4 16-year-olds and buy them a case of beer and drop them off at a park who'd already been smoking weed and was supposed to be somewhere else, whose parents had thought we were there. So then I remember drinking at this park and just putting them back. And I'd never experienced that level of drunkenness before. I just couldn't even see anything. I don't recall when the vomiting started, but I remember it being voluminous and for quite a long time. So we went back to one of my friend's houses, whose parents, you know, there's like some mates you had that parents were cool and they would buy you extra alcohol type of shit.
Yeah.
Went back to this and I was like, I can't go home, bro. I can't go home. And I was like, can you call my parents and just tell them I'm sleeping over or something? So he calls them and he goes, and this is, I don't know what time of night, something ridiculous where they probably worried them, like calling them at midnight or something. And then being like, yeah, Craig's drunk, he's going to stay the night. And I was like, fuck, or something like that. Like he basically ratted me out. So then Mum and Dad just came right to his house and they got me.
Oh, God.
Picking me up. And they just yell at me the whole way home. When are you supposed to stay? I'm high, I'm drunk. I'm like, all I want to do is vomit. They probably had to pull over for me to puke. And I remember coming in the house and Dad was like mad. And I would be annoyed if I was him too. And he like just pushed me, just a little shove. I remember I just went flying because I was probably too drunk to hold myself up. And then that was like a Friday night. And then the next day they had to go shopping to buy tiles for the next place we were moving into or something like that. And they made me get up at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or something and come with them shopping. It was just horrible. And I never and the thing was at the time, that beer was Dad's beer of choice. He was getting into craft beer later. But every single, I couldn't look at it. If I saw it, my stomach moved. Like I felt sick. It was like the dumbest decision of I can't believe I was such a fucking idiot at that age. It was absolutely ridiculous. So
that is crazy.
Don't drink, kids. Craig is saying, no, for real. Allen Barry Gardens at Peanut Plaza. Funnily enough, Peanut Plaza, I know that place very well. That's where the Popeyes was that we went to.
Oh, okay.
And the beer store. That's in the hood. Okay, Craig's in North York, man, eh?
Pretty much, yeah. It's right there. Mensa's out there, you know?
Okay, tip for my no-mans or something from around the way if they're the same age. All right, that was What Do You Reckon? That was a good one this week, guys. That was fun.
That was a good one.
I don't really want to do high school stories. I don't really care. I don't know if I got any more good ones anyway.
I respect that.
Yeah, mine never was good.
I'm kind of over it. It was fun while it lasted. All right, music time.
Music. All right, I'm going to fucking use Dunny, mate. 2 secs.
Go do that.
My bad.
No, you're right. You're right.
Quick as.
Easy. Do we want to go through this week? Do we want to go through each song I guess it's only got an hour in. I mean, or should we just run through our highlights? I feel like maybe we could just go the highlights rather than going through everything.
Yeah, we could do highlights.
There's a decent chunk of songs now, I think. So
yeah, they're all pretty. There's quite a solid amount. To be fair.
It was a pretty good week.
Mix. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I feel like there's some shit. Do you know what there was? I keep getting tricked by the Spotify thing. There was one song featuring The Game, and it was by some shit dude and The Game was just talking at the end. He wasn't even on it rapping.
Wait.
So I deleted that. I was like, fuck that.
Gosh.
And then it was back to back with another song with someone that wasn't him. It wasn't the person. I forgot who it was. Like, it was a very specific name too. Like,
was it
Scarface's? Huh? No, I took it off. I deleted it because I didn't want you to listen to it.
Yeah.
This time I'm not letting these fake I don't know how they get away with this. I think there should be something that because like on my distributor, when I submit a song, I have to choose the Spotify profile and the Apple Music profile that it attaches to. So I've got it all set up. So if I say featuring Notion or whatever, it automatically populates with Notion stuff. So I think for artists, you should have you should be forced to have some sort of sign off or something for it to be accepted.
To confirm,
particularly if it's like these larger artists, because I get it a lot. Because me and Notion both have, unfortunately, we probably didn't think of this at the time when we coming up with our rap names when we were kids, but we've got names that are unfortunately too common. So there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers who always try and put music through under C. So I had to move mine out, get it verified, and keep it separate. And I did the same for Notion stuff because there's a big DJ duo called Notion, but this Notion right here is the official one that's verified on Spotify, on Twitter, on Facebook and stuff. So all the time you get messages. It's slowed down now, but you used to always get messages about the other DJ duo because they were.
Yeah, there's a magazine in the UK called Notion too,
that too,
like a fashion magazine. There's a bunch of there's that dubstep duo that you talk about. There's a bunch of
It's kind of annoying, huh?
Oh well.
What are you going to do?
Out here,
man's got the name.
Shit,
so what we're going to do is just go through, do our usual top 5, top 10, as opposed to running through everything. So I feel like that's probably not a bad idea this week. There's a decent amount of stuff. We were just saying there was some stuff there that was tricky. That's why we were talking about the names. There were some people who had said they were featuring people that either wasn't them or they were barely on it or whatever. So we would I took those out of the fucking list because we're not going to talk about these hoes. You know what I mean?
Sweet. I'm not scared of you, man. Fuck.
Who wants to go first?
Top 10ers, eh? Or so.
Just, basically run through the list and say all the ones you actually liked if you sort of would put it in that top 5 to top 10, just to save us going through the whole thing. And I imagine between us all, we'll talk about the shit that's actually worth talking about. I think we're back. If you're looking at the note here, look at episode 39, then look at episode 37. And look at the volume of, like, there was just, hardly any music. So I think we're back to, like, how we used to be. There's a shit ton of stuff. There's not many albums. There's only, like, a couple albums this week.
Yeah, there's barely any albums at all.
This was really easy to get through everything this week.
I dig it. All right, sweet. I'll jump in.
Yeah, man.
The J.O.D. or Jid and Denzel Curry song, was pretty cool.
It's hard.
Like, so fire, like, bars everywhere. Jid was crazy. Denzel gives me, like, Danny Brown vibes a bit, but a little cleaner. Dark kind of beat, but that was a slapper. That was cool.
Yeah.
The Her and the Judas and the Black Messiah Fight for You. That was just crazy.
Yeah,
big positive, strong togetherness sort of song. D-Smoke's album, that was crazy. Black Habits. I listened to the whole thing. Fucking crazy. Big features. No Commas was stupid good. It had Snoop and Jill Scott on it.
Yep. This was the deluxe, by the way. So this album actually came out like 6 months ago, but this is the deluxe version with the 4 extra songs at the back end. So if you hadn't heard it, I'm glad because Dan.
I hadn't heard it.
I'm glad. It's phenomenal. It's one of my favorite albums.
Super good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Loved it. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. That's all those songs. There's videos for most of that stuff too. His videos are so creative. All phenomenal.
Exactly. I found a YouTube playlist that was really good to go through that. That was fucking stellar. Yeah, man. So that was definitely my favorite out of everything we're talking about. Lucky Daye and Tiana Major 9. That was super fire as fuck. Is what I wrote. My notes were super fire as fuck.
That's great. Lucky Daye.
Big beat. Yeah, he's untouchable. It's one of my favorites. So it was a dope collab between them. They seemed fairly seamless together and just worked really well. the Baddnews Benny Butcher. No, that was whack now. The Page Kennedy, Elzhi, and Method Man song.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was super tough. Incredible beat by producer Mike West. Page smashed it. Elzhi murked that. Meth did his thing. That was like really, really good. That was one of my favorites, sort of like next to the D-Smoke thing. The Slain and Snack the Ripper was actually pretty cool, man. That was kind of a nice, aggressive, sort of gritty, pretty raw rap sort of thing. I kind of like that. I give that a nod. That was worth talking about.
Yes.
After that, the Devin the Dude album was cool. There's a few songs that really slapped, a couple that were just like standard.
Agreed.
The Ty Dolla $ign, J Balvin, YG, Tiger, Post Malone, Spicy remix was okay. A couple of moments. I didn't find the Nori Conway Meth joint, but I wanted to check that. The edit beat was cool. Edit Find You.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it, man.
Nice.
So that was like, 12, I think.
Yeah, that was a great list.
Not bad.
Yeah, man. Good rap for that. Daniel.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, G-Eazy with Chris Brown and Mark Morrison.
Yeah,
that was sick. I
that,
was surprised because I'm not a big fan of G-Eazy, but that was actually sick. Like you were saying, I thought that it's a sample, right?
Yeah, I think they just put him on there. I don't think he actually
sang it. That was actually pretty good. Yeah.
Depends. I'll talk about that. I think they sampled him, and I think it happened recently where they say it's featuring, but I think that just gives them extra points on the track. I think it might be part of the sample clearance agreement, is my guess. I'd actually love to learn more about that. I'd love to talk to like an entertainment lawyer and find out shit like that. It's fascinating.
But that was sick. I thought Chris Brown really suited that song as well. But his sort of style was wavy. The Her joint was sick. D-Smoke, Black Habits was my favourite one from this week. 100%, undoubtedly. Incredible.
Yep.
Yeah. That's great.
Who else? Just looking through the list right now.
Yeah, there was a few. It was a bit of an eclectic week.
Yeah. That Devin the Dude thing was sick. I rated it. I don't know who. I'm not even sure who he is, but I thought it was so good. That Keisha Cole joint was hard.
Yep.
Who else was? It's quite disappointing that DJ Khaled thing. It's kind of whack.
Yeah. That was the other Nori one.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of whack. Ty Dolla $ign Spicy remix was sick, and I think that's it for me.
That was it.
I think that's it.
Nice.
It was still solid.
Not bad. Short and sweet.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't really love it, but I guess I should mention that Cardi B dropped a new song called Up. The video was pretty cool. It was interesting. She's just interesting. I guess she did the dramatic thing by like tongue kissing two girls type of thing, like the tension.
Saw that, yeah.
Grabbing thing. She's smart, whatever. Yeah, the G-Eazy, Chris Brown, and Mark Morrison joint. I fucking detest Return of the Mac, not because it's not a great song, but because it was overplayed, like the Weeknd stuff, like everything.
Yeah, right.
It was ruined for me, so I can't even hear. I hate hearing it. But
because of the club days, mate.
Yeah, man, it just ruined it. It really did. And
crazy.
It was smart though, and it got him some more bank. I'm sure that dude is making a living even to this day from that song. So good for that. Good for them. Lil Durk and Kehlani did a song called Love You Too. Now I don't really bangs with Durk super heavy, but if I don't mind him on that if I'm in the mood for that.
That's true. That song was okay. I rate that one.
I wanted to even mostly say it was cool, but it was like weird that he put her on that song, which just needed like another auto-tune rapper. It didn't need someone who has an incredible vocal range like Kehlani. Like, it just didn't need to put her on that style. So it was interesting to hear her do it, but it felt like a waste of like her talents and shit. But whatever, man. Get your money. Yeah, the Jid and Denzel Curry, that was a slapper. The Her song was always beautiful. Slapper. D-Smoke was... I didn't even listen to the album just because I heard it so many times, but I listened to the deluxe. And to be honest, the deluxe songs, we'd already talked about a couple of them over the last few weeks. And they're cool, but you guys are right. The actual album itself is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love it.
Didn't skip a song. Didn't have any bad thoughts.
He's just such a talented ass motherfucker. Like, he's just... And he seems like a lovely dude. And he's Sir's brother. They just seem like well put together, nice family, like just killing the game. Love it. Makes me happy. Because there's good people making great music, spitting real bars with real skill, with real substance, just making creative videos. Yep. and winning. I love it. It just gives me hope that like not everything is hot garbage. It's very, very cool. D-Smoke should be bigger than he is for sure.
For sure.
The Lucky Day and Tiana Major 9 you mentioned, that was fucking slapper. Really enjoyed that.
Slap.
The one with Vic Mensa, Wyclef, and Chance called Shelter.
I remember it now.
Yeah.
Moments.
It was because I like Vic here and there. Like sometimes when I love him, he's like shit's on point. Chance I can't stand. And Wyclef is just interesting. I'm always fascinated to hear his new music. It was an interesting look. Look at that. It's what a weird lineup of people.
Yeah.
You never say those three would do a song together. I mean, Vic and Chance are from the same city. But I don't know. It's interesting anyway. The Baddnews and Benny was pretty a weak song, but Benny verse is always killer. I enjoy just hearing him rap.
Always.
I remember listening to it and I was doing something else and maybe making breakfast or something. And I went and stopped the song because Tiff and I were talking about, hang on, Benny's rapping, and paused the song.
It didn't fit terribly good.
No, it
Like,
wasn't.
That
wasn't
bit was
good.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
But also, he always has good bars. That's your point. But that beat was
Yeah.
not too
fire.
in the pocket for them. Yeah, not too fire.
Yeah, a bit of a weird idea, but I just like hearing him rap, which is great. I actually enjoyed the Sia and David Guetta. I really, really love Sia. I don't know much about David Guetta. I know he just did that inappropriate shout out to his family thing for George Floyd, but I enjoyed that because I think Sia's a genius. Shout out to homie Myer Clarity. He dropped a double single called "Looking For" and "Bone Talk." I think it's with that Boney Washington dude.
The answer to that too. That was good. That
Yeah.
was a good tune.
Yeah. Both of them came strong on that one. Pause. Interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Schoolboy Q, but Freddie Gibbs and Schoolboy Q did a song called "Gang Signs." It was cool. The video. Oh, I didn't watch the video. That's what I was supposed to do. I listened to the song and it was cool. I think I need to see the video. Though.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one. Agreed that the Page Kennedy Elzhi Method Man was a slapper. That was a good song. What else was fire? Slain to Snack the Ripper. I figured that would be a nice dark bars ass track. I did enjoy that one. Devin the Dude though, yes, I'm glad you both mentioned that. Tiff didn't know who he was. I started playing it last night, and she's like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I had to explain who Devin the Dude was because if you had the first few songs weren't great. It got better as the project went.
It definitely got, yeah.
And I had to sort of try and explain. I felt like, and this is what I said to Tiff. I was like, he's like Wiz Khalifa of Houston, but sings. Oh,
Yeah.
and
And older.
and
Like
older.
Snoop.
Correct. And tell me what you guys think of this. Dan, you probably would know, but no, I say that Devin predated Drake by a decade of doing
With the
singing and
singing
rapping. He was the first rapper I can ever think of. We discovered Devin in 1998 because of Scarface's My Homies double album. I remember I bought that, and it had the Boo Booin' song in there. And the other joint about fucking the fat chick and stuff. It was hilarious. Like, he's the best storytelling rapper. I love it. He's not the most talented MC of all time, but he's the coolest fucking dude.
Definitely
I would
cool.
love to do a song with him. He's hilarious. And like that album really showed that consistency over 25 plus years of making rap music independently, I imagine. Just putting out cool, fun albums that are just interesting to listen to. Like, I fuck with Devin heavy, man. He's so dope. I reckon he'd be some. I'd love to do a song with him. We totally should. I'm sure.
I'd love to smoke a split for that cunt, mate. That'd be sweet as.
Mate,
He even races 1/10 electric cars, if you wouldn't believe it, mate.
No shit. Yeah, a bit of
Loves
Devin the
RC
Dude
cars.
facts.
He released his own beer.
Loves
With
it.
who?
Let's have a look.
Devin did a beer collab. I like that. I love that. Was it?
Yeah, he loves his beer, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was just like on like a I drink Coors type of shit. So he's like, when he said has his own beer, means he just did a collab. I felt like the way they position this shit. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Do you know who does a lot of beer collabs? By the way, Run the Jewels. They've got like 15.
Really?
I think they put out, or they were promoting like 12 different concurrent collabs at the end of last year that they had going across the country.
Jeez.
And,
They can open
in
their own
Europe.
bloody shop, mate.
Yeah, they actually could. I know, unfortunately, due to laws, they can't. But and where they're brewed and stuff, but they're constantly doing collabs. It's just fantastic. I don't really like their music that much, but I love those guys. They're cool as shit.
That's fucking awesome. That's a good
Yeah.
move.
I think it's really dope, and they're rapping craft beer.
It's called the Dude's Brew, and it's a
Oh,
super
it is
crushable
on the
German
Polo.
style. Yeah, on the Polo.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Nice. That's fucking even cool. What is it?
It just says a German style pilsner.
Oh, it's the pills. Okay,
Yeah.
even a German style pilsner. Okay, so it's like a lager.
Wow.
Okay. Let's not get too beer.
It's not getting too fancy out here, mate.
Yeah, but if it's German style, Germans don't really do pilsners from Pilsen in the Czech Republic.
It's the Germans.
And is it Bavarian? Is it Franconian? What kind of lager is it? Tell me, Daniel. What kind of barley? Is it just 2 road, bit of crystal? What's going on?
Yeah, that
Better know.
Yeah, I know.
Saying beer words at you.
I know. Beer
It's
words.
hazy. Oh, it's unfiltered probably.
Beer words.
It's called Devon Non-Fruity Pills. What did it say? Oh, brewed in honor of. All right, I'm
You're
the follower of
fruity,
Faz. Your fucking
Interesting.
face is fruity. Wrapping this up, yeah,
Thanks,
the
mate.
Nori and DJ Khaled one wasn't great, but there was the other Nori song with Conway and Method Man. I actually quite like that. That was dope. I just love hearing Conway rap as well. Ty Dolla $ign one.
That's true.
Yeah, that was just cool. It was interesting. Nori doesn't sound the same. Like it's kind of like Ghostface, where it just sounds kind of weird now. But whatever, man. I respect it. It's cool. Conway rap.
He can still go. He can still definitely
Oh
go.
yeah, yeah. They had buzz. He's still got it. Ty Dolla was great, and Edit from the Glitch Mob. If anyone remembers those cats, Edit was probably I don't know about you, but he was we actually tried. We predated motherfuckers. We were trying to do a glitch.
They were rapping over that
glitch
shit, mate.
tape. I remember when I started that shit. I think it was like 06, 07, but it took ages to get it going, and I was trying to make it too complicated by getting the whole squad to rap on shit. So we got a whole bunch of demos of like needing just songs with gaps. But Edit, we did a bunch of stuff over Edit. It was great, and that was it. Yeah, man, it was a good week of music. I enjoyed that shit. Yeah.
Decent chunk of week of music there.
Yeah, it's good.
And there we fucking are. Hang on, who else? People were saying shit, and I missed it.
Bloody hell, mate.
At Peanut Plaza, and he was talking about snow. He got called out by some OGs while I was waiting for gummies in the Max Milk. That's hilarious.
LOL at Max
I
Mill.
love it.
That's
Sean is saying Overproof Rum is fun. He's had his time with it. Hey, I bet you have, mate. Digga D and AJ Tracy was dope. Yeah,
Yeah,
was good.
the AJ Tracy tune. It was hard.
That's up. That's all that shit. I gotta make sure.
Back to back things. It's sick.
Tiff saying Black Habits was my top album on Spotify last year. Craig is saying Chaos singing and rapping. Yes, that's possible. I don't know when Chaos began though. Like K-OS from Toronto. Like when was he active from? Because I got a feeling he might have been like
It says years active 93 to present.
93.
Yeah, that's what it says.
All right. Well, he would probably challenge Devin for that. I don't know if he was singing at the start. I don't know enough about him, but if he was, then that would be
That's
predating
crazy
as well. That's really cool. Hey, man, you gotta respect that. But there's not always. I guess Drake gets probably most of the credit, but like these man's.
This guy's from
people-
Toronto as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Chaos dope. Yeah. When I first lived there, he dropped the Joyful Rebellion album, which was the full singing stuff. But it's yeah, fuck. That's one with Crab Bucket on the Toronto song.
That's
What
a
did I say?
huge tune.
What's the hook go again?
Got crabs in the bucket.
Yeah,
Huh?
okay. Yeah, no, that is it. I thought there was something else that it said.
Trying to bit moving up.
Yeah. Try to get down,
Right.
but- yeah, that shit. That's great. It's a joint. Yeah, yeah. What does it say? No time to get down because I'm moving up. Yeah, because it's talking about Toronto man's of crabs in a bucket. They say, you know.
That's a crabbers.
I bangs with Toronto there. But that's
Oh,
it, boys.
man.
That's
Oh,
it. You know what I mean?
There it
We're
is.
Good. Fucking episode 39 in the can. Next week, Dan's birthday spectacular. Episode
Oh.
40. We're going to have...
Bring a bevy.
Mate, I don't drink Mondays, but maybe
Maybe
You
you
have to
should.
crack a little something.
I have to figure it out. I have to figure out the week. So
I'll get something special, mate.
Yeah, I've changed something.
We have to change something. It's doable. Oh, what's he saying? He said exit. That's the one. His first was a sleeper. Yeah, I remember. I grabbed that after hearing the other shit. Okay, it's chaos. Boom. All right. Nosh, where can everyone find you online?
Out here, at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At Ill Note Studios on Instagram and Facebook. illnotestudios.com. At your motherfucking man.
I, Dan Johnson, Instagram and Twitter, and do a gaming thing on Instagram, HDFGXMING. Come follow at your boy. You get me in it.
Yeah.
You?
Get me.
What's your PlayStation?
Say Feezy.
It's Dan the creator.
Dan the creator.
Yeah,
I like it.
you like that?
It's good.
Pay homage to the goat.
Yeah, I respect it. So many goats. Y'all can check me at CWFOR, Facebook. Not Facebook, well, that's CWTMF. Fuck that, though. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Twitter, I'm bitching about shit all the time. It's great.
Twitter.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening.
Always.
Appreciate y'all. See, we separated it because We fuck with all of y'all. If you guys enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell.
Ding.
Ooh, that was a good resonating right there. So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fam everywhere. We will be back next Monday, usually 8:30, sometimes 9 if we're feeling frisky. Guess it all depends what Daniel wants to do for his birthday over here. Like you don't have to do this, but maybe we can keep it a little shorter and just talk a bit of shit. You know what I mean? All right,
I'll be here.
All right, we'll make sure Dan's loving it. We'll be back next week, guys. If you're fucking with the audio, please subscribe and rate that shit 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
5 fucking stars.
There's a million music commentary podcasts and such, so you know, man's trying to get some love up there. But appreciate y'all as always. Bless you, sir. Guys,
thanks, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Oh, thumbnail. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
Bam. Yeah, thumbnail. Yeah.
There it
Get
is.
it? There we go. Hey.
Man's got a thumbnail.
See you next week, you sexy fucks. We love yous. You're so pretty. You're so pretty.